Hola, everybody out there. This is your girl, Kay Books, and this is Real Talk All Day. And like I told you in the introductory, we're going to keep it real. If you don't like what's going on here, you have an issue, either don't come here or just STFU. Yeah, that's right, STFU. I'm going to I'm going to try to keep it as real as possible without cursing because I don't want to offend anybody because I talk like a sailor sometimes. But anyway, back to what's going on here. I told you the show is going to be fun. We're going to get into a lot of good, juicy topics. And today, the first topic I'm going to do today, I'm going to take the whole show to talk about this. I told you we was going to do a book review, and the book review ties into the topic. Our topic is cheating. This is, like, the talk shows, like, this is what the shows are all about. And that's just like it's a big thing. And people don't understand why people cheat. They want them, it's a big mess. So we're going to talk about this book, Good Men Do Cheat, by one of my really good friends, Carl Roberts. When he came to me with this book and told me the title, he was just, he was talking about it and saying, Kenya wrote this book and it's called Good Men Do Cheat. I'm like, Good Men Do Cheat? Like, it sounded crazy to me, but it was intriguing. I wanted to know more about the book. So when he was done with it, he dropped the manuscript off to me. From the first page, I started reading that manuscript. I was hooked. I couldn't put the book down. I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to multitask and read a page. It was crazy. That's how good the book is. It keeps you glued to it. So after I read the manuscript, I was like, he got to put this out. So we self-published, got it out there. People were buying it. Then it got picked up by a publisher, and it's on its way. We're going to talk about that book today. This book has a lot of chapters, so maybe we'll address them. Like today's show, I'm gonna just address I'm just gonna pick a chapter and go in. First, I'm gonna read a few of the chapter titles, so you'll get an idea of what you're gonna get when you get the book. Good Men Do Cheat by Carl A. Roberts. They have it on Amazon. They have it on. You can buy it online. You can buy it for your Kindle. So. The first one, just a chapter 3, Get to Know Your Man Really. Number 5, Different Types of Cheating Men. Number 8, Women Are the Reason Why Men Cheat. I think we're going to go with that one. Chapter 76. That's chapter 8. I don't know if he has an updated version now, and I don't have that with me right here, so I don't know if this is the actual chapter. It's in the other book, but I don't know if that's chapter 8. Whatever. So let me just read the excerpt. I'm gonna read a paragraph. Read a paragraph here. Okay. The title of this chapter is Women Are the Reason Why Men Cheat. The title of this chapter is far from a blanket statement, nor is the intention to blame any woman for a man's shameful cheating. To be completely honest with you, it was a woman who made this statement to me while engaged in a deep conversation on infidelity, betrayal, and the way women are treated in today's society. So when I say women are the reason why men cheat, try to understand the part women play in the situation. Acceptance, denial, forgiveness are all part of a cheating man's dream. Feeling as if you are part of the reason why your man cheats is what he'll continue to prey on. Blaming the other woman as if she were the one who cheated on you is his fuel. The cure, you. Unfortunately, not all women see it this way, so the war of misunderstanding between women goes on. With this said, please keep in mind that my words aren't here to put you down, only to give you strength. Tough love through tough words. And that's the thing about this book. It's real. Some women don't want to read it. And when it first came out, people were like, people were kind of scared. Like, the women were scared because it's like, I think they didn't want to face the reality of what it was, to actually see it right, out there in front of them. I think a lot of them felt like if they read it, then it would just change the dynamics of their relationships, where they would start to be suspicious because of things that they saw in the book, and they, it would, so they were scared to get it. Then after a while, you started getting couples are reading it together, men are reading women, and don't let the title deceive you. You got to pick up the book and read it to understand what's going on. So with that chapter, I'd say, the part that grabs me is acceptance, denial, and forgiveness. This is the thing. How many times have you watched the Maury show or any, the talk show, well, especially Maury, really? And these are reality shows. This stuff is real, supposedly real. But anyway, these people, you see people come and they have like, this is the third update show. They're like, we're back here for the third time to see if Johnny's be cheating on Tina or whatever. And before the show even starts, I'm like, of course they are. This is their third appearance. Of course they are. If it was a second appearance, maybe I would think that the person would be smart enough, not to do it again. But when I see the third show, automatically, no. Yes, they are. Why are you here? Acceptance, denial, and forgiveness. The problem with this is you're here again because you're suspicious of the last two times. And when it comes back that the person is lying again, you're going to go back home and you're going to continue the cycle. So me, the person I am who keeps it real, I just tell you the STFU. And that's what I mean. Shut up. Shut up. If this is a constant happening, if this is a cycle, if this keeps going on and you keep allowing it to go on, shut up. Why? Because either you're going to shut up and deal with it or you're going to leave. Because in the long run, you know what's going to happen? You're going to keep on with your nagging and phone checking and bone checking and all this foolery and smelling the undies and all this foolery that you've been dealing with so long that you know is happening, but you want to be you want to address it and argue, and what is that going to do? Eventually this man's going to get sick of this foolishness. Why? Because he's going to say to himself, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm tired of arguing with this chick. I'm tired of this. Because the thing is, he knows that you know what he's doing. But you arguing about it and going on and checking phones and doing all this stuff and going on Maury 3 and 4 and 5 times to find out information that you already know. That's where the acceptance, denial, and the forgiveness comes in. The first time it happens, you forgive. You move on. The second time it happens, you forgive. You move on. The third time, and it just keeps going on. I watched this woman on this show today say she was being cheated on for 20 years. And I think he thought she cheated or something this one time, and this man went ballistic. That's the selfishness men have. But it's also the stupidity that you women put out there. And I'm sitting to myself, sitting up here like she's begging and pleading with this guy. Please don't leave me. I never did anything. But he's done this to you for 20 years, and you stuck and stayed by it. Now you feel the need that you have to prove yourself. That's interesting to me because I'm the type of person who would be like, yeah, and? Even if I wasn't cheating, I'd still be like, yeah, and so what? Because in my mind, I'm like, how dare you be mad about thinking this one time or any time, even if it was 4 or 5 times? How can you be mad when you've been doing this for 20 years? You can't be serious. So that's why I say keep it real. People are not going to like some of the stuff that I say, and I don't care. You're free to post your negative comments. You're free to do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm going to give my opinion. I'm going to tell you what it is. You're going to, through all those times you take back and forgive, you think you're going to be secure? You think you're going to be walking around happy, checking phones, like I said? What you doing? A healthy relationship will prosper if that's what's going on. If you have to worry about where the person is all the time, sorry, that's not the person for you. Why? Because you're going to rack your brain and drive yourself crazy wondering what this person is doing at all times. The stress that you're putting on your body for someone else it's amazing to me how these women do it. Of course you love someone, but when I see situations like that, I think you can't love yourself. You have to have love for your own self. You have to love yourself enough to say, I can't do this to myself. Like, I'm losing my mind trying to figure out what this person is doing. I'm going insane because I'm insecure about a situation that was created that I let turn into this this back and forth, this mess up, I'll take you back, mess up, I'll take you back, mess up, I'll take you back. You're stressing. You're gonna stress yourself out to the point, it's just you're just hanging on to something just for security, or just to say you have this person, or maybe because you do love the person, but you're putting that person above your own self. You're putting your love of them before your love of your own self. And that's the thing about me. I'd rather be single. I'm happier single than in a relationship where I have to second guess all the time, where I have to question, where I have to worry. How can you possibly think that's healthy? And I see the stress that these people when they come on these talk shows, even in regular daily life, friends, people that, around me, I see things and I'm like, why would you put yourself through this for this person? They don't care enough about you to not hurt you in this way, but you're going out of your mind trying to keep them and trying to make sure they don't do anything. You can't stop a person from doing what they're doing or what they want to do. You can hide in bushes, you can threaten, but if you keep taking this person back after they mess up so many times, you know what that says to them? All I have to do is deal with a little bit of foolery, the argument, whatever. But this will pass. She's not going nowhere. And once it's in a man's mind that you're not going nowhere, you might as well either STFU, like I said, shut up and deal with it. Just shut your face and deal with it. And I guarantee you'll have a happy relationship. I'm not telling you that it's okay to let him go out there and do what he wants. But what I am saying is, if you're a person who's dealt with this so many times and it's not stopping, what do you think is going to happen by you keep arguing? Do you want to keep this relationship? And that's why I said I keep it real, because you may not agree with what I'm saying, but it's the truth. Do you want to keep this relationship that bad? Or do you really? Shut up and deal with what's going on. Because all this arguing and fighting and checking undies, he's not going to preach. That's going to drive the wedge between you that you don't want. So shut up, let whatever's going on go on, and you go about your business. Or leave. Those to me are the only two options. What option do you have? The third option, stay, search through phones, check up all the time, argue with chicks. Are you serious? Meantime, this man is still doing what he's doing. He's enjoying life. You're not going anywhere. And I have these other random people in our situation that you know about. You may argue with them, you may fight with them, but you're not going anywhere. The security is there. I know the security because I've done this. I've cheated on this woman 5, 6, 7 times, like so many times. I've even had children on her. She's still here. She's not going nowhere. Why are you arguing with this man? And that's where all this acceptance, denial, and forgiveness comes in. Acceptance. And that's the ideal thing, to have you accept the situation and deal with it. And that to me is crazy. But I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what I'm doing here. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, and that's all I'm going to do. Post your negative comments. Post your positive comments. Agree with me, disagree with me. Feel free to do whatever you must. But just know that I'm K-Bugs, and I'm going to keep it real all day, regardless of how y'all feel. But anyway, so that part is out the way. Good Men Do Cheat by Carl A. Roberts. It's a good book. Pick it up. It'll give you a different insight on your relationship. This book is not only comprised of his thoughts. He has interviews from men that he talked to, and composed like this book of just everything you want to know about cheating. I don't think there's another book out there that's as good as this when it comes to knowing, just really having a better understanding of why things are done, and what can you do. It's nothing you can do to prevent anything. But you as a woman have to be more confident in yourself to say you don't need that. I see a lot of relationships out there where I'm looking at the people, and I don't judge people for what they do, what they have, or none of that things, what they color, their skin, none of that stuff. I treat everybody fair. and I understand certain situations. I'm seeing like this couple, and I'm looking at the woman, and she was slimmer, you know, but she's now like she's gained like an enormous amount of weight, and the guy, just he's looking sexy. The women still love him. He's doing him. This woman is so insecure with herself that she won't let him go. It's like, and he doesn't even do, like, he doesn't even work, he doesn't even do anything. She takes care of the whole situation. And I said to myself, this woman must be insecure with herself, because why would you let somebody step all over? Why would you choose to take care of somebody who's an able-bodied person who can take care of themselves, who can go out and work? What would make you want to stay with someone who doesn't do anything for you and treats you like this, treats you, cheats, doesn't work, you pay for everything, they're out doing them? And I said, this woman's self-esteem is low. And I'm not saying her self-esteem should be low because she's gained weight, but that's just the reality of it is. In her mind, maybe she has a prize. This guy's a prize. Look at him. He looks good. He's with me. Look what you're doing. What if you think about it, stop doing everything that, if she was to stop doing everything for him, paying for everything, what would happen? Would he still stay? And some of them don't even care. They're like, some women, like in her situation, she doesn't even care. It's like, so what? He's here. I have him. Women, this is my message to you. Uplift yourself. Build your self-esteem and your confidence to say, I don't need this. And how are you going to do that? If when you sit around and say, I'm going to do things, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and you don't do it. If you feel some self-esteem issues about your weight or anything, fix it. If you feel like you're overweight and you need to fix it. Stop talking about doing it and trying to do it. Do it. Because I'm going to let you know, once you do it, once you get yourself to a point of that self-esteem where you're confident about yourself, where you just love yourself, it makes it easier to love around you, and it makes it easier to see what around you is fake and false, and what you should grasp onto. Think everything, your environment, people, friends, family. Once you love yourself, you'll start to see a clear picture of everything around you. I'm telling you. But it has to start with loving yourself. Sit down and just sit down one day and talk to yourself. I do it a lot, so I'll know. Think about what it is about yourself you like and what don't you like about yourself. If you look in the mirror and say, I don't like the fact I've gained 50 pounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this so that I can get to a point. You should love yourself however you are. But sometimes you're not, which is physical, sometimes you're not satisfied. And when you do certain things to make yourself happy and satisfied, it builds you up inside and it makes you feel better. Makes you as a better person, makes you just a better all-around happier person. But you got to start with you first. This is you. You came into this world by yourself. Even if you were a twin, you still came in by yourself because you had to come out one at a time. So what I'm saying is think about you. Put yourself first. Everything. Myself first. Because if you're not happy and you're not content with yourself, you can't make anything around you happy. So you have to invest in yourself to make yourself happy and make yourself confident. Build that self-esteem. I tell women, like I watch all these hip-hop ab videos and insanity videos. I love them. They're great. Do something like that. Once you get into the workout mode, it's really great. If you feel like you need to lose weight, something like that. The thing is, I see a lot of people with diets too. You don't need to diet and crash diet. To me, diets are I just think that people always ask me how. I'm 34 years old and I'm slim and pretty much in shape because I work out and I try to eat good things. I try to put good things in my body. I do eat junk food sometimes. Don't get it twisted. I do have cravings for things, but I try to put wholesome things into my body, and I work out. And it makes me feel good when I have a good workout and I'm feeling good and my body feels nourished and healthy. It makes me feel better as a person. And even if I'm having problems around me, a lot of problems around me, it's just lifts my spirit more because my body feels good. you know? And that's the thing. It's about getting yourself into a position where you just love being you. You look at yourself in the mirror and you think, wow, I'm beautiful, I love me. And not so much, maybe I don't think I'm the most good-looking person in the world, but once you get that self-esteem, you will. Look, I'm beautiful, regardless of what, I'm beautiful. So what, I have this on my face, I'm still beautiful. So what, I have this happen, or whatever, I am still beautiful. And if you can't get to that point, when it comes to a relationship, it's going to be easier for the person to take advantage of you because you don't have that love for yourself that you need. You need to love yourself in order to love other people. Seriously. And with these diets and everything, please stop with the diets, the cayenne pepper with the lemon. I'm not saying not to add cayenne pepper to whatever. It may burn calories, but what works for me may not work for other people. But what I tend to see with diets is this. You get on this diet, and you're supposed to be on this diet for a few months. And you're doing all this foolery for all these months. You're drinking cayenne pepper, not eating any food, doing this. Most of the time when someone's on a diet, they don't even make it past the first week before they break their diet and do something they're not supposed to. Why? A friend told me, listen to your body. Your body knows what it wants. It knows what it wants. And that is one of the truest statements I've ever heard when it comes to something like this. When she said it, because I was like really, before I was into junk food and I would just eat junk, and I just didn't, my body just didn't feel good. I was just in this state. I had a lot going on, and I was just down. Everything was just, to me. And she said, pay attention to your body. Your body knows what it wants. I used to have stomach aches and feel upset and loud, slouchy. And when she said that, I did. My body knows what it needs. My body, and by giving it, you guys may not understand it. I'm going to try to explain it more. But giving my body what it wanted it keeps me balanced. I don't deprive myself of anything. If I want to go have a piece of cake, I'll eat it. If I want to have a whole cake, I'll eat it. I don't deprive myself. But I pay attention to myself and how I feel, and I let that balance everything out. If I go have cake today, if I have a big slice of cake today and junk food for the whole day, tomorrow I'm going to balance that out. A fresh fruit with my breakfast, fresh fruit with dinner, great dinner. I don't eat any canned vegetables. I don't eat any canned fruits. I do everything natural and wholesome, and that's how I try to keep a balance, because I believe that natural fruits and vegetables going in help to metabolize your body and to break down certain toxins and things and fats and stuff that accumulate in your body. I feel like that if you eat healthy and just keep it simple, balance yourself out. I'm not the type of person who's going to go and just have a salad. I'm not going to just have a salad. Why? Because I know that salad is not going to do anything for me. That's supposed to be, I don't want anything that's going to make me hungrier. I want to have something wholesome and nutritious that's going to go in and fill my body up. I don't eat to capacity to fill and burst, but I eat where I'm comfortable. And a lot of the times I do starches all the time. Fresh vegetables, protein, fruits. Portion control. Control your portions. This is just advice I'm giving you, going out of the whole realm of the good men do cheat thing, because I told you this show is going to be a variety. We're going to talk about everything. I'm here to uplift you, give you motivation, and I don't care if you don't want to watch my videos, don't watch them. But I feel like I can do this for people, because people always coming to me asking me things like this. So why not share it with you all? Back to the whole diet thing, the whole eating thing. I think that I'm just going to give you the tips on what I do, and I'm going to tell you, like I'm doing the audio, but you'll be seeing me do the video soon when I get this whole technical thing squared away. But for the most part, I can tell you that I'm 5'1", 5'1 3/4", pretty much close to 5'2", and I weigh 117 pounds. I'm slim and I'm fit, and I'm not bragging on myself about anything, or I'm just letting you know the diet, my physical, so that, and then I can give you an idea of what I do. Everybody's body's different. And not everything is going to work for everyone. But I never got on any plan or anything. And I have big people in my family. I didn't get on any type of plan. I didn't call Weight Watchers. I do a lot of research too. I look for fruits. I look for things that are good for my body, not supplements, not pills or anything. I do take I take multivitamins, of course, to get that extra nutrition, but I try to put in wholesome foods, and I try to, with the portion control. A lot of people think, oh, let me just eat to and fill up. I'll be good. You know, a lot of people overeat. They overeat, and that's the problem. If you maintain a wholesome diet, you'll see the pounds shred. And add exercise if you can. One thing that if you do like some cardio for at least 20 minutes a day along with that routine, I guarantee you'll start to see some pounds shed. And once you get down to your desired weight, keep that balance, because that's what I do. Don't get me wrong. And also, one tip that I have to tell women is keep a scale, but don't over analyze the whole scale situation. The scale can be your friend, and a lot of women think that the scale is not their friend. And if you don't have a scale in your house, you are going to be doomed. The scale is one of your best friends. Don't get it twisted. A scale cannot harm you. It's better for you to have a scale than to not have a scale. And this is why I say, if you have a scale, you know where you are, you know your weight. A lot of the times when women gain weight, it just pops up. You chilling one day, when they look in the mirror, you're like, oh my God, where did this 30 pounds come from? And that's why I say keep a scale. Right now I'm at 117, like I said. My weight, not goal weight, I don't even want to say goal weight, but my weight limit for me is 120 pounds. My body balances out, like I said, from the things that I eat and how I do it. I drink a lot of water. Like I said, I do have my cravings for soda and chips and some things sometimes, but I drink a lot of water. I eat fruits, a lot of fresh fruits and a lot of fresh vegetables. That's just what I do. I'm not telling you what you need to do, but I'm just telling you what I do to keep the balance. So now I have a scale. Right now I'm at 117. I'm just going about my business. Like I'm not, whatever. But I do check my scale at least once a week, because your weight can fluctuate. You may not think drastically, but it can do a hit on you in a week. It can. So keep the scale and look at the scale at least once a week. Don't rack your brain and go crazy once a week. Don't get on it every day, because that's when it's going to mess you up psychologically. Trust me. Once a week, get on the scale. If you're starting something new, maybe your diet or something like that, or you're trying to lose some weight, or not just balance, you're trying to lose it, maybe check the scale every 2 weeks and see where you are, and keep a record of the weight that you lost and whatever. The thing is, so now I'm at 117, like I said. Once I get to 120, I've seen my thing, it has gone up to 122. Of course, it's going to go up, 122, 123. At that point is where I fall back a little bit on, some of the sweets or that I'm eating or something. Because when that happens, usually for me, when I get to 120 and I surge, that's when I have like a moment of I just go crazy. That's like, I have a piece of cake today, I have a piece of cake later, I have biscuits, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit meal from McDonald's the next day. I might go on a 2-day, 3-day binges and stuff. And yes, when I check the scale, yes, it is up to 123, 124, 125. At that point, guess what time it is? It's time to fall back off that stuff. I'm good anyway, because I had it, and I filled my craving that I wanted to fill. I filled that craving. I've done it. Got it out the way. I'm good now. So now I'm going to fall back into my regular routine. And that's how I keep a balance. I'm not saying it's going to work for you, but this is how I keep a balance, because I know that people try these diets, and a lot of these diets is the same old things from here. I don't know about the Weight Watchers and all that stuff. There's people who can't afford to do Weight Watchers and all those other stuff, things like that. That stuff costs money. And, of course, they can make money, and you probably lose weight. I don't doubt it. But that's another thing I stay away from. I don't eat frozen dinner. Why? I don't like too much frozen things. The only thing I may eat if there's no fresh vegetables is the frozen vegetables. I don't like to eat stuff frozen, like dinners and things like that, because they have a lot of sodium, and people don't realize sodium is not good. Like, it's not breaking down anything in your body. But it has a lot of sodium. There's a lot of sodium to preserve it, and all these other things going on with it. So I don't eat those frozen dinners. I don't know how Weight Watchers. I'm not saying they do that, but I don't know how. I don't know how they work with the frozen dinners or the dinners that they serve, but I'm sure you people do lose weight. But what about the people who can't afford, and I'm not even going to say a price because they may sue me for saying $1 million a week or something, but people may not be able to afford their fees, whatever their fees are. There's people who can't, but they do want to lose weight, and they do, try diets and things like that. The thing is to this whole weight loss thing you're about to do, and I'm going to help you do it, is balance. Think, balance, and patience. A lot of the time, we want to lose weight quick. Oh, I know this new diet. I'm going to go do it. Let's make me lose weight quick. Be patient with your situation and just go along. Because if you've been dealing with this overweight, if this extra weight gain or this weight for all this time, why not do it the right way and really get it down and really get it off? That way, you can keep it off and be good. If you're not one of those people who can afford these trainers and hip-hop abs and things like that. Like I said, adding a good workout in there, it would be good too. I realize working out is if you move your body, and it's like dancing. If you do dancing, you will feel it everywhere. So what it is, try to work everything. I watch the hip-hop abs video and the insanity videos, and I just worked and I used those. But also what I did was, before watching those, I would watch the infomercials and move from the infomercial and then just do those, work them in with new moves. And by the time I pulled moves from there and insanity, I was doing moves that worked my whole body. My workouts usually consist of 30 minutes a day. I don't have a day, I have a lot of time, but 30 minutes a day. And 30 minutes of a good leg, cardio, arms, will get you going. Now back to the whole diet thing. So, like I said before, it's all about balance. Once you get into a routine of eating, like I eat meat. Don't get it. I'm not like a vegetarian or anything. I eat beef. I don't eat too much pork because I had stopped eating pork for years, but then I got back into it. But I don't really eat too much pork. The only pork that I eat is probably bacon, and I don't really eat too much of that because turkey bacon. I'm a turkey bacon person. Turkey bacon is not as good as pork bacon, and like I said, I used to love when I was a kid. I used to love pork bacon, but pork bacon is not good. Turkey bacon is way better for you. But like I said, don't deprive yourself, because I do eat pork bacon, but I eat turkey bacon too. Sometimes in the place of the pork bacon, I eat the turkey bacon, because if I had pork bacon yesterday, 2 days later, I'm not going to eat the pork bacon again. You just think about the foods that you like and how you can make them healthier. And when I say that, I mean, like, I love French fries. I love French fries. I love French fries with hot sauce and ketchup on them. Now, check that. Think about it. Hot sauce, ketchup, all that on there. But instead of frying my French fries, I put them in the oven. I spray them with a little cooking spray. Put it on 400 and put them in the oven, and they cook up so great. I add hot sauce and ketchup, and I eat them. I've just taken away, I don't know how many calories, but I've just taken away a lot of calories. I've eliminated a lot of the cholesterol, a lot of the fat that I would get by deep frying the French fries. I think about the foods like that I like to eat, like me. I don't put sugar on fruit. That's one thing. Try not to put the sugar on your fruit, because sugar is very fattening. I'm a person who likes to drink coffee. When I drink coffee now, I put cut sugar out of your diet. Certain things that you can cut out your diet to help you along the way, and people don't know it. Me, I'm a person, I eat bread with everything. I can't say that bread doesn't make you gain weight. I don't know, but I do eat a lot of bread. I eat a lot of wheat bread. That's the thing I eat. I love potato bread, and I will have potato bread. But wheat bread, if you like bread and you want to eat bread, do wheat bread. Do wheat bread, wheat rolls, everything. It'll work out. Trust me. It's good. With the meat situation, I eat a beef. What I'm trying to tell you is just eat regular meals. You can eat regular meals. You know, you can eat regular meals, but just try to keep those meals healthy. Like, don't go out and have a lot of fried stuff. Of course, people know fried stuff. Just keep it good, wholesome. Baked chicken, fresh vegetables, and rice. After that, if you get hungry later on during the night, grab a bowl of fruit. What I do is I slice up some strawberries, some grapes, and raspberries, and throw them in. Berries are very healthy. I think they have one of the healthiest kind of fruits out there is berries. And me, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't have you already heard my disclaimer, but with berries, I think when I eat the fruit, I think that the fruit breaks down a lot in my body. But it just makes me feel great when I eat fruits and vegetables and I keep it wholesome. I think it breaks down a lot of that stuff that was in my body that I ate that wasn't good for me. I think it breaks that stuff down, and so just try to eat better healthy, and you'll see that the weight is going to start to come off. You'll see. Be patient. Check your scale every 2 weeks. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to keep your balance, check your scale every week or so. I'm going to sign off in a few minutes. We're going to be back. I'm going to do my next show. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that show yet. I'm not sure if I want to give you do some cooking shows for you guys, because here I am talking about diets and helping you lose weight, but then I'm going to give you this crazy cooking show that's going to show you how to make all these Jamaican dishes, because yes, my family's from Jamaica, and but I haven't decided yet. But anyway, just keep me updated. You can post, you can email me. Goodness, realtalkalday@gmail. I've been going on realtalkalday@gmail. I believe. Oh my gosh, you can't be serious. I have so many freaking email addresses that. Post a comment. I'll put the email. I'll bring the email address, the actual email address, up on the next show. But yeah, I do think it's Real Talk All Day. Real Talk All Day 08, something like that. But anyway, leave your comments here if you have a question. If you can inbox me when I give you the email address, you can email me anonymous. If you want some advice, if you want some answers, hit me up. If you want me, I'll communicate. If you want me to, is a topic you want me to air out, I'll air it out for you on here. I'm not going to air people out. I will air people out anonymously, but I'm not going to air people out and have people going crazy and sue me. But I want you to take what I said in mind about everything that we talked about today, plus your diet or your balance or whatever. Think about uplifting yourself. Like I said, it's all about loving yourself and motivating yourself to do better. When you feel good, good things happen. You make good things happen. When you feel good about yourself, you get motivated and inspired, and you do things. Trust me. It's all about uplifting yourself, and that's what this show is all about. Real Talk All Day with Kate Books. We're going to keep bringing you the topics that you love. Anybody want to, when I bring up the email address, I'll probably put the email address down here in a little while at the bottom of the page or whatever. If you want to email me, let me know what's up. I'll answer all emails, get back to you, all emails. If you have a specific topic that you think that I should discuss, let me know. And if I have any expertise in that area, I'll definitely speak on it. A lot of people ask me for marketing tips and with their businesses and stuff like that. Go ahead and ask me. But if there's topics that you really want to address, if it's something that you want to get off your chest, let me know. We'll talk about it. We'll air it out here. We'll get it together on the show. I want everybody to be entertained. I want everybody to love Real Talk All Day with your girl Kate Books, because nobody's going to keep it realer than me. And like I said in my last disclaimer, if you don't like it, don't come here. Listen and STFU, whatever you got to do. If you post negative comments, once again, I won't care, so you'll just be sitting there typing, wasting time, making a fool of yourself, looking like you have no life, nothing else to do, being a hater. Whatever it is you want to do, handle your business. But anyway, I welcome them all. Negative comments, positive comments, bring them on. Everybody come through. Email me. I'm going to put the email address up, but try realtalkalday@gmail.com. And I love you guys. And I hope you guys come back and to enjoy more. I haven't got my next episode together yet, but I will. And I don't care if you think that whatever you think. But guess what? We'll be back. I love you all. Mwah.